I gotta put on to drive to the coast, 15 miles an hour at the most.
Phil Beard and Steve Knightley have been travelling the country for decades promoting their acoustic music. They performed with different outfits before linking together 5 years ago. Now Phil from Cheltenham and Dave are celebrating by taking their songs out of the bars and village folk clubs and into the grand setting of the Royal Albert Hall.
We were sort of rivals at the time in different bands. You know, there was like Phil was in a band called Odd Folk who were like the Blur, and we were the sort of Galway and with the Oasis of East Devon. We used to fight. Not really. We played with each other for a long time and known each other's music, but we only seriously got working together in 1991.
They feel comfortable in the clubs and pubs where their following is, but there's a large difference between singing to 100 or so people in a village hall and filling the cavernous space of the 5,000-seat Albert Hall.
I'm not going to say we're going to get a sellout, but we're going to get pretty close to it.
How many tickets were you hoping to sell then?
Pardon? I
was hoping to sell all of them, but still interesting.
Well, you would, wouldn't you? But that was an argument. It's a professional argument, and it's absolutely cool, and we don't hate each other or anything like that.
They play at the end of the month on the only free date the Royal Albert Hall could find for them. We can only wait to see whether they're as successful as Bruce Springsteen before or Donna Summer after. At the moment, they're operating on a string and a prayer.
I get near 7 Beach, and guess what I find? La da da dee da da da. 1, 2.
Tuning up in the steps of Clapton, Dylan and Sinatra. Last night it was the turn of Beer and Knightley to tread the sacred boards of the Royal Albert Hall. The pair, who call themselves Show of Hands, are usually to be found in the pubs and folk clubs of Gloucestershire. They'd paid £22,000 to take their show to Britain's premier concert venue, but could they fill it? Well, at least one fan was impressed.
It's been a long time coming, and here he is at the Albert Hall.
Did you think you'd ever play here?
Well, I never lost faith in him, really, because he's so good, I think. Yes, I'm his biggest fan, and my husband's here somewhere. We're very excited.
When I phoned the Albert Hall, or a friend phoned the Albert Hall on our behalf, they just said, yeah, great. And then just thought it was just a routine inquiry. And we actually had one night provisionally booked, and that sort of went to someone else, shall we say. So it was only when the money was really exchanged that they started to take it seriously.
There isn't any other hall as nice as this one. There are some smaller theatres up and down the country that are absolutely beautiful, you know, but there's nothing quite as grand.
We've since, looking at it, we've since discovered it's on every musician in the world's list of venues that they wish to play. And I didn't realise, you know, once we'd booked the venue, we start sort of picking up the name when you read through things, and you realise that everyone's ambition is to play at the Albert Hall.
Into the corridor, turn left, find door 2 and down.
To break even, they had to sell 2,500 tickets. Quite a task for artists who usually play to a couple of hundred beer drinkers. But fans had come from all over the country to share their special night, and the huge hall was almost full. Unknown in London they may be, but it's clear that Show of Hands have many admirers.
Absolutely excellent, yeah. We've seen them at quite a few festivals already, and they just get better and better all the time.
All the front row, you could see people that we've seen over the last 5 years. So it was like a big bath, really. It was great.
I would say one person in every 2 was a vaguely familiar face as the lights kind of went up on the audience from time to time. I was just thinking, yes, yeah, seen them. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, especially when I was singing along.
For Phil and Steve, a night to remember. But will the Albert Inn in Bristol ever seem quite the same again?